What's up, everyone? Back for another beer review, and today I will be reviewing a beer from the Fifth Frame Brewing Company, and they are out of Rochester, New York, and this is their bath bomb, the Piña Colada variant. So they are calling this one a heavily fruited sour Piña Colada. That's all it says on the can. It comes in at 6% alcohol by volume. No IBUs listed in time of review. This can is just under 4 months old. So I have reviewed quite a few beers from Fifth Frame on the channel, but I haven't reviewed anything in the last year and a half or so. And their bath bomb series has become quite popular. I have had one of the bath bombs. It wasn't actually called bath bomb. It was their Tranquility Bomb, which I believe was a collab with them and the Thin Man Brewery here in Buffalo. And it was really delicious. I drank it back in September before I brought the reviews back, and it was very red wine-esque. It had like a lot of heavy red fruits, and it was really good. I think I haven't posted the check-in because I have a lot of backlog from September that I just didn't check in, but I gave it like a 4.1 out of 5. Really good. But when I saw this one, I was like, Piña Colada. I love toasted coconut. I like pineapple. I think this is going to be delicious, but I could not find like any ingredients. I'm sure there's pineapple puree in here. They're using probably coconut. Maybe it's shaved. Maybe it's toasted. Who knows? But yeah, anyway, hashtag proper glassware. We're going to crack this one open, get into glass, see what we got going on. So this is, going to have the puree and all the goodies that you get from a heavily fruited sour, but hopefully it is delicious. So let's give it a pour here. Yeah, it's pouring out like puree. I give it a hard pour just because these typically don't generate a huge head. We'll see if it does or not. No, it does not look like that's happening. Now, this is, like I said, almost 4 months old, so hopefully everything has held up over time. But yeah, that looks like some kind of crazy fruited beer. Very heavy on the puree. You're going to see the, the pectin, the fruit puree remnants around the rim. But yeah, that's it almost looks like turkey gravy. Kind of looks like one of those double IPA, New England style double IPAs that have like the turkey gravy type of vibe to them. That's what it looks like. It's like a deep, like golden orange color, we'll say. Yeah, didn't generate any head. Definitely some carbonation in there, but no head to speak of. Let's get a nose on it. Okay. So the one thing I will say about heavily fruited sour beers, I've had some that have been like 6, 8, even a year. I was gonna say 6, 8 months, and then a year on them. And a lot of times they don't lose anything. Sometimes they do. I feel like this maybe lost a little bit. We'll see. I'm getting a sweet coconut, not like a toasted, but like a sweet coconut, like almost like coconut you find in like a Mounds or an Almond Joy bar. There's an underlying, if I was doing this blind, I'd say mango more than pineapple. Maybe my snifter is broken, which very well could be the case. But it smells like some kind of sweet, like fruit juice mixed with extremely sweet coconut. So I feel like this is going to be really sweet, but it's heavily fruited sour ale. And hopefully there's enough of like a sour tart kind of punch to win me over. Yeah, but that's all I'm really getting. Not much more to speak of. Let's get into it. Cheers, everyone. Man. Oh. Okay, forget what I was going to say. Because I was going to say the flavor is spot on, but it's too sweet. It's fucking really sweet, but boy, did I get hit with like a low sourness in the back of the jaws. So let me take that back. I thought it was going to be crazy sweet with no tartness. Not the case. This doesn't have a lot of carbonation. The body on this one, despite being a 6% crazily heavily fruited sour, it's like higher side of medium, lower side of full. So it doesn't have a super viscous, just making up words. It doesn't have a huge, big viscosity to it. But it has enough of a big bite to let you know this is a heavily fruited sour. The mouthfeel, though, it doesn't have a lot of carbonation left. It's, I wouldn't say flat, but it's almost flat. So it's soft and smooth, a little bit of creaminess, but that's because mostly it's undercarbed and not just a great mouthfeel. It's an okay mouthfeel. The flavor, though, if you like pina coladas, not going to sing the song, but if you like pina coladas, then I can't see how you wouldn't enjoy this beer to some degree. I like pina coladas. Like I said, I love coconut, whether it's toasted or not, doesn't matter. Prefer toasted coconut. But I love coconut, really like pineapple, and that's what you're getting here. It's omnipresent throughout the palate. It's Piña Colada. It's sweet pineapple juice mixed with a sweet coconut. It's not toasted coconut. It doesn't seem like it's toasted coconut. It's probably just like shaved coconut, and the pineapple juice is providing the like sweetness, the mix, the Piña Colada. It's really sweet, but then in the back of the palate, you're hit with this slightly acidic. I'd say again, I would say this is higher side of tart, lower side of sour. So there is some decent type of tart / sour component here, which is nice. A lot of times you get these beers and they're just sweet, sweet, sweet. And it's like, they call them like, pastry sour. And you get none of the sour, you get all the pastry. This leans sweeter, but it has enough of a low sourness with that acidic bite to kind of balance it out to some degree. Still leans sweet. It's not complex. It's pretty much what they say it is. And I can't sit here and say this is bad at all, because going into it, I wanted a Piña Colada sour beer. That's what this is. I'll pour a little bit more in here, and then we'll go with the rating. Yeah, so it got a little bit more of the puree, it seems, at the bottom there. Now, what I'm doing with these beers now is, because I don't mind messing up my table because I can easily wipe it, I will crack these on camera now. But I'm keeping them upside down until I review them and then put them right side up so they kind of get a good mix. And it seems to be working a lot better than it used to be, because I would just leave them right side, right? And a lot of times, like, the first half would be thin, and then all of a sudden you get all the puree at the end. So if I didn't have a huge, like, 16-ounce glass, it would change the beer. It really would. And this one, I don't think it's going to. No, body's still the same. Everything's still the same. So this is like the least complex beer I've had in quite a while. It's basically Piña Colada in sour beer form. You get the pineapple juice, you get the coconut. They're both sweet. And then it's hit with an acidic, low sourness on the back of the palate. There's no bitterness here. There's not anything else to speak of, but they call it Bath Bomb Piña Colada. Yeah, so I'm going to rate this one to, like I always do, to how I feel about it, and not if they hit the nail on the head. If you're talking about a heavily fruited sour ale that is a Piña Colada variant, this is a 5 out of 5. But for me personally, I have no problems giving this a, we'll go low 4.25 out of 5. We'll go 4.2 out of 5. It's really well done, really tasty. What would I want for this to get a little bit higher? I'd want a little less sweetness, because it is sweet. And even though I've drank like half of the can right now, or like 6 ounces of it, the sweetness could be a bit much as I finish the rest of this beer. We'll see. The sourness is fine. I don't want it to be super crazy sour or acidic. Maybe a little bit of bitterness to kind of break it up, or maybe some other kind of flavors just to break up the monotony of straight up Piña Colada. But like, I can't sit here and say, hey, this isn't what they said it is, because it is. It's just like, for me personally, even though I like Piña Coladas, it's a little bit too sweet for me. So 4.2 out of 5, really good beer. Price and availability, I think at the brewery, these are like $22 to $25 a 4-pack, which is the going rate for these type of heavily fruited sour ales. I paid, I want to say $7 for that can at the, where did I get that? I got that AJ's Beer Warehouse in Henrietta, New York, just outside of Rochester. A little bit pricey, but it's a single can. But $22 to $25 a 4-pack at the brewery. That's kind of what you're going to pay everywhere for beers like this. And availability in the Rochester area, these are at their brewery. They get into the One Stop Brew Shop in Rochester, and then they get into AJ's Beer Warehouse in Henrietta. I think some places in like the outskirts of Rochester into the Finger Lakes region. I don't think we see any of these beers in the Buffalo area, but I'd like to see more of their stuff show up here, because they do some good things. This is the first Bath Bomb that I reviewed, but they make a lot of good beers, from Crispy Boys to double IPAs to pale ales to fruited sours to pastry stouts, the whole nine. They do a really good job. So shout out to Fifth Frame for doing a great job in general. I need to buy more of their beer, and in 2022, I will try to do so. So yeah, 4.2 out of 5 for Bath Bomb Piña Colada. If you've had this one before, or if you've had anything in this series, let me know what you think about it. 6%. At the end of these fruited sour reviews, I always say, I can't taste the alcohol, and then someone will come and be like, because there is no alcohol, and then I'm like, there might not be, there probably is. I can't taste it. Does it matter? No, it's delicious. To the next one. Cheers.